Shalom and welcome back to the Wilderness Escape. You've made it to day 5, and I am so glad that you are here with us today. I hope that you had a wonderful journey this week as you learned about how God saves his people, how he provides for his people, how he gives us strength, and how God is with us no matter where we go. You watched the Israelites go through the crossing of the Red Sea. You watched God feed them with manna and quail. You watched as God protected them and kept them safe when they battled the Amalekites. And you watched God deliver them through the Passover by covering their door with the blood of a spotless lamb, which we talked about, foreshadowed how we are covered by the spotless lamb of God, which is Jesus. Today we're back in the desert, we're back in the wilderness, and we're going to talk about the Amalekites and what happened next. But before we do, let's go over our Bible point for today. And that Bible point is God guides us. Can you say that with me? God guides us. Do you remember what you're supposed to say? You're right. It's trust God. So I'm going to do my part and you're going to do your part. Are you ready? God guides us. You're right. Trust God. This time, I want you to get really loud. I want you to say it so loud that the people in your house can hear you. Maybe the people outside your house can hear you. Maybe the people in your school where you are right now can hear you. Say it so loud that anyone around you can hear you, and they'll be reminded to put their trust in God too. Are you ready? Okay. God guides us. Whoa, that was so loud. Trust God. Absolutely. I think I almost heard you. Trust God. Our Bible verse comes from Psalm 16, verse 7, and it says, I will bless the Lord who guides me. I will bless the Lord who guides me. Can you say that? Can you say, I will bless the Lord who guides me? Awesome. And now we're going to add some hand motions to it. I will bless the Lord who guides me. Can you do that with me? I will bless the Lord who guides me. And that is from Psalm 16, verse 7. All right, we're back in the desert, and the Israelites just won the big battle against the Amalekites. Now we're back at Mount Sinai. Let's see what happens. Do you remember Mount Sinai? The burning bush where Moses talked to God for the very first time? It's at that same mountain. And God wants to talk to Moses again. But this time, he wants the Israelites to be reminded of what he expects from them. And he's making a covenant with them that he is their God and they are his people. All right. So this time, God is promising that Israel will be his treasured people, his treasured possession, his holy people, that they would obey, that if they obey him, he will always be theirs. Then God gave Moses a list of laws by which the Israelites should live. The Hebrew word for 10 commandments is 10 words. Since the term words was a technical expression of the covenant guidelines, on Mount Sinai, God laid down his expectations for righteous living. These guided the Israelites as they formed a new nation. God provided the 10 words, 10 commandments to keep his people safe, unified, and focused on their relationship with him. In the thousands of years that have passed since this main event, one thing hasn't changed. We need to love God with all our heart, all our mind, and all our soul, and all our strength. This covenant or agreement between God and his people is more than a list of do's and don'ts. It's the 10 Commandments bring out the character of God. It shows us who God is and what is he like. Through these words from God, we discover what God values and what he expects from his people. These guidelines for living are timeless and are still guidelines that we use today. Today, I want you to think about those 10 commandments. What do they mean to you? And I want you to gather with your class or with your family. Think about the rules in your household or in your school, in your classroom. How do they guide you and keep you safe? And do they remind you of the 10 Commandments in any way? I hope you go in peace. This will be our last time together. So remember, God bless you and shalom.